The information we give in this video is accurate to the skill set and infrastructure of this particular crew on filming day, in those ambient weather conditions, in that particular pool shell. Differing weather, pool shells, equipment setup and crew training will impact methods and outcomes. Knowing how to change what you are doing based on these factors is a learned skill that requires experience on a Pebble crew. What we don't want to do is leave the impression that following this video will guarantee a good outcome, because it simply won't. This video is a guide only and gives customers and contractors alike an idea of how our product can be applied by a trained crew of installers.
I'm Chris and this is Michael from the Blue Glass Pebble Company here in Brisbane, Australia. Come with us and we're going to show you how to install our beautiful blue glass pebble into a pool. Hello, we've arrived at the job site. As you can see, this is a concrete pool that we're renovating. When we renovate an old pool, we take the old interior out. As you can see, quite often all of it won't come out. So what we do then is we sparrow pick it or jackhammer it. That's all those little holes and indentations you can see. They're about 10 millimeters deep, about 50 millimeters apart, and they're there so that the new product can adhere to the old product. Once we've done that and we're happy with it, we get in there with hoses and we take every little bit of dust and dirt off the floor of the pool so that it's super clean and we can start to put the new blue glass pebble product in. Once that's done, we put a shade cloth over the top of the pool. That's designed to keep the heat off the pool and the workers and slow down the curing process. So we don't want it to go off too quick. Very, very important that you do that. You must put a shade cloth up. So here we are at the truck. We're about to start mixing our blue glass pebble product. There we have all of our 20 kilo bags stacked up ready to go. In that bag is a glass pebble or bead, a super white New Zealand white pebble, some specialised cements, a mother of pearl shell which gives us a really lovely sparkle, and some secret stuff that holds it all together. When we mix that in 10 bags. Each bag weighs 20 kilos, so 10 times 20 is 200. We add 25 litres of water to that and get it up to a nice cake mix consistency. We might add a little bit more, a little bit less, to see how we go on the day. We also add 5 250 millimetre cups of granulated calcium that helps it go off. So if you don't use that calcium in your mix, it can take 6, 7, 8 hours for it to go off. With the calcium, it normally takes 2 hours. And you'll see when we start troweling it, it'll get harder and harder as we trowel it. Also, if you don't put the calcium in, it will make it so much more difficult to pressure wash later on. It will slow down the hardening process and you could well blow the pebble off the wall. On top of that, in this instance, because it's a reno, we'll add a little bit of concrete, about 150 to 200 millimetres of concrete. Okay, so this is the pebble as it's been mixed in the hopper. That's the consistency of it. I'm showing you what the consistency of this looks like. When you mix it, it should look like a sticky cake mix. Now we're going to pump it into the pool. As you can see, we've delivered the blue glass pebble into the pool. The boys have pumped it around the walls and troweled it up the walls and the floor, and now we just finish it. So we trowel and trowel and trowel and trowel as it slowly goes off. We trowel it to a thickness of 10 to 12 mil. You can see the guys are wearing specialised spikes that keeps them above the pebble, and they'll change out of those as the glass pebble goes off and gets harder. It takes an hour and a half, so right now it's trowel, trowel, trowel. How do you know when to pressure wash? The answer is when you're walking around in the bottom of the pool and you're not leaving marks or footprints, it's time to pressure wash. So we're just about finished troweling and almost ready for the pressure wash. So the glass pebble is 3/4 dry and hard, and it becomes more sticky. And you'll notice the boys with a sponge in one of their hands and they're dipping it into a bucket and flicking it on the glass pebble as they trowel it. What that does is it makes the surface of the glass pebble slippery so that it doesn't grab the trowel and won't pull any pebble out. The boys will just finish that up and get the pressure washer out. And very lightly to start with, expose the glass pebble, so wash the slurry off the top very gently. There's a special nozzle on the pressure washer, and it's a fan nozzle, so it's not a pointed nozzle, it spreads out and span. You don't want the pointed nozzle because it'll blast the pebble off the pool wall. The acid wash is typically done the following day. So when we acid wash, we use 10% acid in a 9-litre watering can or something like that, very close to that. Starting around the main drain, we make small circles, then larger circles and larger circles. Make sure that the hose and pump are both running in the bottom of the pool. The hose is to dilute the acid around the main drain, and the pump is to pump it all out of the pool, so there's no over-etching around the main drain. When your watering can's empty, give it a very light broom. Continue in that fashion until you've done the entire floor, and then do the walls. So with your 9-litre watering can, put your rose up underneath the coping, run around underneath the coping, let the acid fall down the wall, fill in any little gaps that it doesn't get to with more acid, and give it a light broom and a hose. Make sure that everything is pumped out of the bottom of the pool so that it's nice and clean and we can start filling. Put all your eyeballs and your light fittings and your main drain cover and whatever else you might have, all your fittings in place, and put the hose in the bottom of the pool, let it run. You put the hose in a plastic bag, a shopping bag, tie a knot in the bottom of the hose, put it in the bag, tie a knot in the top of the bag. That's so the hose won't splash around and have water everywhere. And put it over the main drain, let the pool fill. Fill the pool till it's right up underneath the coping and touching the coping. Very, very important, don't miss this. Do not turn the water off. If you do, it will leave a tide mark around the perimeter. You will never get rid of it. So let the pool fill. If you think that it's going to overflow over night time, turn it down to a dribble, but do not turn it off. And that's it, pack up, finish, go home. Hope you've enjoyed the video. We've enjoyed making it. See ya.